Welcome to week 7. Again, we're going to continue to smooth things out, get better at everything we're doing. And it's mentioned in the book. Take a look at 5 songs that you like. Try to pick 1 or 2. And again, if you wish to have them transcribed for you, or it's a special song you wish to learn, you bring that up at your evaluation. And at your evaluation point, we'll discuss how to extract that. And if you already have a chord progression you can share with us, or we may have one. Remember, you may want to email before you have your evaluation, so you give your coach a moment to find a version of the tune that it is you want to learn. And we will teach you that song online. So that's, again, we're throwing down the gauntlet here. If you're really practicing, you want to learn this stuff, then it doesn't have to be week 7. This could be week 3 for some of you if you're practicing enough. You can get through this in basically our college course is set up to get through in 3 terms and to be at the level of, where you can play through a lead sheet, which means you can read chords and you can read the melody lines on the staff. So you could actually figure out an entire tune by what they call a simple lead sheet. And they call it simple because it's not simple. It's actually shorthand for musicians who are at the intermediate to advanced level. So that's a little preview about where you're going. Again, why you're learning these 5 chord and scale shapes and why you're learning these open position chords will lend you towards this next thing that you want to really concentrate on. Pick that song that you're going to try to learn in you'll have 2 evaluations. If you are the first level paid membership, you get 2 free evaluations during that time. So you want to use your evaluations to step you up to learning the songs you want to learn or the song you want to learn. And then we'll show you how to learn other songs, how to pull them off the internet, how to figure out where the chords are. Again, we're going to discuss that. What I'd like you to do this week is to go into your book and read through reading chord symbols, basic chord symbol theory. It's called. It's 1 page, and it tells you what the what that whole thing is about, what the chord formulas are about, what scales are about. Take the second test here pretty shortly. You need to start doing that. Again, if you're that advanced, if you're not, you can wait till second term because it's something we work on in second term as well. I also want you to take a look at the 5 chord forms. There is a basic instruction that's free when you first come to our site, guitarmechanics.com, and it shows you the 5 chord forms. If you're already barring, this shouldn't be a problem. If you haven't learned to bar, you do need to look at the lecture on bar chords. So read the lecture on bar chords, and you can start working on barring and working that out. Remember, you want to get your 5 chord forms and the first 4 blueses in the blues section to get past the second term. I'm talking about past the second term, and we're still in the first term. So I'm really projecting that you're going to practice at this point. We're just going to assume everybody's practicing and is going to stay on their milestones. They're going to keep on their evaluations and keep moving forward. That's what we intend to have you do. So for those of you that are moving a little slower, no problem, no wrong answers here. Keep practicing. You will develop these skill sets, and as you go, you're going to learn songs from your friends. Go out and share some of this information with your friends. It's what you're supposed to do by the 7th and 8th week. You're supposed to actually be practicing some other things and picking up your skill sets from Guitar Mechanics. We do have a lot of available tunes for you as well. If you want to, we'll give you some sites to go to that have just dozens and dozens of modern tunes, old tunes, every kind of tune you want, all done with chord charts. So without tab, you won't need tab. You'll be able to figure these chords out for yourself. All right, so do the study, do the work, do the reps. Make sure you get to all that. Practice your scales. See if you can keep moving your speed up with control. Practice at 3 different metronome levels. Find one that's almost too slow for you to play. Play deliberately. Try to make a really nice sound out of the instrument. Maybe down around 90, 100 beats a minute. That should be a comfortable place to be for your slow tempo. Then jump it up to about 125, 126, 135, 140 beats a minute. Same thing. Play quarter notes and play eighth notes. Double up. And experiment with your scale studies at that point. That's another thing to do. Again, these are things you need to do as you're going along. Stick them in for 10 minutes. Keep a tally. Keep using your tally page to keep track of how many reps you're getting on certain exercises. And again, you're going to want to start inserting some more music that you want to study yourself. We want to make sure by the end of the first term, you've got some places to go. And again, basic blues is another good place to start. And that's where you'll start your bar chords. So we're taking a look at at week number 7. This is where we add some more songs on. Let's take a quick look at your scales. Let's make sure you've got them memorized. Let's take the first scale. First starts with what finger? Second finger. What string? The lowest string. It's the first one we learned, E form. Where does that start? Low E string. We're going to start at the 3rd fret. I lied. Let's go to the 6th fret. What key does that put us in? A sharp or B flat? Here we go. Both the same key. 1, 2, 3, 4. Those are eighth notes. This is no metronome, obviously. Up another half step. We're in the key of B now. Okay, right there I'm going to stop. Okay, that's the kind of questions you want to be asking yourself. Next scale shape, let's go to the A shape, or the A form. Starts on the A string with the 2nd finger. Let's go to the key of D. So we started learning it in the key of C on the 3rd fret. Where is D on the A string? Remember, you didn't take that first test, did you? Go back and look at the first test. Take a look at the bottom 3 strings, 6th, 5th, and 4th strings. Find out where D is on the A string. Should be on where it always is, on the 5th fret. Here we go. Here we go, catch up. Up a half step to D sharp or E flat. Either one is correct. Okay, that's about what, 140, something like that. Eighth notes. All right, we're getting up there to the intermediate level. Okay, that's what we're pushing for at the very end of your, basically the 7th week. All right, let's take a look at your C shape. Usually starts with the pinky in the key of D on the 5th fret of the A string. Let's go up to the key of E, 2 more frets. Again. This is about where you should be by this point. Up a half step to the key of F. Remember, E and F and B and C are always right next to each other. There's no black key between them on the piano. All the rest of the notes have a sharp and a flat between them. So we just went up to F sharp or G flat. Okay, let's go to the G shape, the one you learned on the 4th week. Pinky starts on the lowest string. G shape starts on the lowest string. That's where the root point is. Go up 2 frets to B, from A to B. We should be in the key of B at the 7th fret, just for fun. 1, 2, 3, 4. Stretch. Stay in position. Well, let's take D shape and let's find A with the D shape. We started on E with the D shape on the D string and the 2nd fret. Let's find A on the D string. There's E, F, F sharp or G flat, G, G sharp or A flat, A. Wow, the 7th fret on the D string is A. G. We'll start understanding this, gee whiz. Gee willikers. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. You'll start understanding this the more you use it, the more you talk about it out loud to yourself. You may have to do this by yourself in your room. Your parents or your roommate might think you're crazy, but it's important. Up a half step. And if you play with others, you should be quizzing each other just for fun. What key are we in? So there's all 5 shapes, and that's about the speed you should be at 7th or 8th week here. All right, we intend to continue through the rest of the week getting prepared for a final. If you're taking this as a course, you're going to want to follow 8th and 9th week as prep for your final to be sure you can play at the right speeds to get your grade. That's for the people that are on board that are taking this at the academy level and are actually testing for a grade that are college students. The rest of the people that are just taking this for fun and as a hobby, go at your own pace. When you're ready for your evaluation, you set up an evaluation by giving us a call or send us an email. We'll communicate with you and we'll get on either Skype or WebEx or whatever works best for you. Google Hangouts works as well. Just a one-on-one kind of a thing, and make sure you're making your milestones and get where you want to go. So until we see you in the next couple of weeks of study here, keep practicing, and we'll see you in week 8. Thanks a lot.